Hey friends, so you want to move to Osage Beach? Well, so do a lot of other people. We wanted to shoot a video, want to talk about some of the pros and cons and give you some information on why Osage Beach is one of the most popular places here at Lake of the Ozarks. And we'll give you some things to think about. Maybe we'll give you some reasons not to move to Osage Beach. But as you can tell, over the past couple weeks, we've been traveling around and just trying to give you different insight on different areas of the lake, right? We started at Lake Ozark, moved into Village of Four Seasons. Now we're down into Osage Beach. So first things first, let's take a look at a map. Let's figure out where we are. When you pull up a map, you have the state of Missouri. On one side, you have Kansas City. On the other side, you have St. Louis. Go to the middle, go down. That's where you're going to find the lake. If you watched my channel before, I'm always referring to this lake like an ancient Chinese dragon. I'm always referring to the head, the neck, the belly. It's got legs, the tail that goes all the way back to Warsaw. So depending on where we are on the dragon correlates to where we are on the lake. And so Osage Beach is going to be the belly area of the dragon. It's going to be the most popular place to visit, vacation, obviously move to, and we'll jump into some of those reasons here in a little bit. But Osage Beach is going to be the heart of Lake of the Ozarks, right? And it doesn't matter if you go to any major metropolitan city or wherever you're traveling, every city is going to have a heart. It's going to have a main hub center. And that's what Osage Beach is here at Lake of the Ozarks. It is the heart of the lake. It's where the majority of the amenities are. And obviously that's going to be like the number one pro to moving to this area. When you're down here, if you are somebody that's relocating permanently, you're moving your family here, maybe you're retiring here, Osage Beach is going to be the top of your list if you need easy access to grocery stores, retail stores, Lowe's and Home Depots. You want to hit a coffee shop, restaurants. Lake Regional Hospital is in Osage Beach, so if you need medical facilities, like Osage Beach is going to be that area that if you need to hop in the car, go 5-10 minutes up the road to hit a store, hit a restaurant, grab a coffee, go to the grocery store, like you're moving to this area because you don't want a 30 to 45-minute trip into town. And so one of the biggest reasons, right, is plain and simple, and you probably already knew it, ease and convenience to all of your amenities, but that could also be a potential con, right? Because everybody else is looking for that too. So if you're in this area, one of the main reasons why Osage Beach has become the hub is mainly because Highway 54, which is the main highway artery, runs north and south on the east side of the lake right through Osage Beach. So it's your main highway to take you all the way up into Jefferson City and all the way south through Camdenton. It's the main travel way, right? Which for outsiders coming in for weekend vacations or traveling through or passing by, like that main road is going to have a little bit more congestion on it come peak season, right? So your Memorial Day to Labor Day is the peak season here at the lake. And with peak season in a vacation spot, you're going to bring a lot of outsiders. So a lot of people move to this area because they need the convenience of things, but also a con of this area is everybody else is moving to this area for ease and convenience. If you're coming down to the lake for a vacation, spend a week or a weekend, you probably don't want a 45-minute drive into town to hit a grocery store, right? So everybody else is coming and visiting in this area, which means things get like clogged up, right? Highway 54 is going to be busy. The other roadways around that area are going to be busy. Restaurants, grocery stores, the bars, like everything is going to kind of have this congestion feel, especially on the weekends during those peak seasons. So a potential con is sharing your area with a bunch of outsiders, or, well, again, some people like the hustle and bustle of that. So your roadways, your restaurants, your things will have this influx of tourism and people, and so will the water, right? So if, I don't know what kind of boating you're looking to do, but if you're up in this head, neck, belly area and you try to go out on the water in the middle of the day, in the middle of the weekend, in a smaller boat or a canoe, or maybe you're paddleboarding, probably not going to be the best experience for you, right? Because up in that area, there's a lot of boat traffic, a lot, right? And again, it's a seawall lake. So the waves will hit the wall, they'll come back, hit the other wall, and it'll build up and it'll build up and it'll build up, right? So bigger waves because the boats keep getting bigger, right? And so you got to be prepared for that. If you have a smaller boat, or maybe you like to go surfing or skiing, and tubing and stuff like that behind a boat, that might not be the best place for you. Or you got to get out super early in the morning or try to get out later before the sun kind of goes down. So things to think about. Hey, super conveniently located to everything you're going to need, but everybody else is coming into this area for the same reasons, right? So you will have congestion on the roadways, the waterways, the restaurants, the grocery stores, all of the things. There will be this influx of tourism and people, especially during the peak season. We mainly talk to two people that are relocating to this area. One is going to be families with kiddos. The others are those that are looking to retire. So Osage Beach is a great area for both of those categories. Mainly if you have kiddos and family, you have the Osage Beach School District. So you have K through 12 school district, pretty conveniently located, easy to get your kiddos to school. Again, convenience factor, right? So a lot of people just want to be close to the school district, but being close to that school district also means you're going to have that community vibe. So people always ask me when they're coming down here, like, what are the people like? And tell me about the culture and stuff of that, right? So you're moving to an area that you're choosing because of probably the lake and an outdoor lifestyle and a slower pace. Well, everybody else is doing the same thing. So it's actually easy to build community and find your people and dig roots in here because people are here for the same reasons you are, especially when you have kiddos in school. It's easy to meet other families and meet the parents of your kids' buddies and stuff like that. Like, it's easy to do that. So I know a popular reason to move here is for that community vibe, right? I want to be close to a lot of the amenities. I want the K through 12 school district, but I also want to feel like I belong to a community and a group of people. Well, when you are here in the off season, right? So after Labor Day through Memorial Day, the majority of those people here are full-time year-round people, right? So you get to know them very easily, right? And it's a big spread out lake, but it's also pretty small from a community standpoint. So it's easy to find your people, build relationships, dig roots, again, especially if you're moving down with kiddos in the school. That other category are those that are looking to retire. The main factor for retirement in this area, again, convenience to the things that you need, but there's also a lot of condo communities. So those that are looking to retire, stereotyping, are more interested in a condo because of the low maintenance, right? You don't have to worry about the yard or fixing the seawall or repairing the dock or taking care of leaves or all that stuff, right? It's all handled by the HOA. So yes, you have an HOA, but you also have a pretty hands-off kind of resort style retirement lifestyle. So up in this area, again, you're doing it for convenience of location, but there's a lot to choose from and there's a lot to do. So if you're retiring in this area and a condo is something you're interested in, man, there's a lot of opportunity right now, right? There's a lot of great opportunities, a lot of condominiums on the market, a lot of great deals to be had. And so we can snag one of those up and get a discount on the price. We could get concessions to buy down the rate. There's a lot of great things. But again, in that retirement kind of category, you're doing it to be close to obviously amenities, but a lot of other recreational activities, right? Being up in this area to stereotype retirement, if you're a golfer and you enjoy golfing, there's a lot of great golf courses in this area and those communities of golfers, right? So find your people and join a league or start a tournament. Like, there's the golfing community that is easily accessible when you live in this area. You also have the state park. So just going over to the state park and going for a walk or ride the bike or hit the trails, like, get outside. That's easy to do in this area. Other recreational things, right? There's pickleballs and tennis and other outdoor activities that you can do in this area. And you don't have to drive very far to go do it. So if you're in that retirement community, again, you get a great deal on a condo. You're close to all the amenities. If you're here with your family, you're close to, Osage School District and all the other amenities that you would need. So the convenience factor is the biggest one. Also understand influx of tourism from peak season, busier roadways, busier gas stations and grocery stores. Obviously, the lake is going to be busier, so think about the boating lifestyle that you want. If you want to do more boating activities and skiing and tubing. Like, we'll talk in a little bit down the road about the Camdenton area and the Niagara Arm. And hey, maybe that's a good opportunity because you still have convenience factor, a little bit of separation from Osage Beach, slower waterways. Maybe that's a good opportunity to look at too. Again, the Osage Beach area, super popular. And obviously with that comes price point of home. If you're looking to move into this area, there are actually a lot of good deals and things to be had right now. But you can easily find a property in the mid hundreds, right? So, 500, 600,000, you can find some single family homes, but you're probably going to be starting to push that higher price point if you want lakefront property. So, probably 500 to a million is the biggest category of homes in this area. You can certainly surpass 7 figures and get up into the million price point range. But again, that's just conducive to what you need, right? When you're moving down here, relocating an entire family, again, condominiums are going to be a different price point, but that's where the home search comes into play, right? We can easily set up a home search for you, bedrooms, bathrooms, find this location if you want. Obviously, we would love for you to come into town. If you come visit, we'll set up some of these homes. We'll go open the doors, show you around, but from a distance, we can feed you all of this information, right? So my business partner, Michael, and I will get you set up on a home search, send you these properties. If you're shopping from a distance and you can't make it into town, we can go out to the property. We can take pictures. We can take videos. If there's a good signal, we can probably FaceTime and show you the properties as well. So you can still shop from a distance. If you like something, you can go under contract. And then we like you to come down during the home inspection. And obviously that's an opportunity to put eyes on the property. So those are the things that we can help you with. I say it all the time. Call me, text me, email me. Love for you to come into town and visit. And when you do, our office is right in Osage Beach. So you come into town, you come visit, we hook you up on an Airbnb, like we figure all that stuff out for you. But this is going to be a popular place. A lot of great amenities. We can show you Osage. We can also travel around to maybe some of the areas and just give you pros and cons and stuff. So whatever we can do to help you out with potentially relocating your family, maybe your retirement, hey, maybe you're looking for an investment opportunity. Osage Beach is a great area because your ROI on this area is pretty rock solid, right? Just because of it being the heart of Lake of the Ozarks, there's always this demand to be in this area. So if you found something and you lived in it and you sold it later, great. If you retired here, sold it later, great. If you're an investor and you found a property and you wanted to short-term rental it, it'll rent all summer long. You can find ways to rent it in the winter. We can help you with that. Or you're just trying to fix and flip. This is also another great area to do it. So little information on Osage Beach. Obviously, if you need anything else or you need more, reach out and let me know. So call, email, text me. Love to jump on a Zoom call. And of course, we would love to host you when you come into town. So reach out, let me know what I can do. And until then, we'll see you guys on the next video.